Okay, dear students, now we have our second presenter, who is Lina Tatiana. Lina, remember that you have 8 minutes for the presentation. You may start now.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning again, classmates and tutor. Today, I have this topic to share with you. The topic is the impact of technology on society. It's a really important topic for us because we are going to be teacher. So it's important to understand all the impact of the technology in our environment too. Here I have this second slide that is the access to information. Yeah, the impact of the technology is a really important topic talking about work. Wow, because why? Because at work, at job, is this the technology can help us a lot to access to the information in a really fast time, in a real time. We can share the information with the people that is in the company. Also, we can share and save the information for a lot of time. So with the technology, we have a lot of advantages that we can use in this process, yes. And also, talking about work with technology, we can express the information. If you are the boss, you can share the information to the people in a better um, and fast time. So using the slides, using presentation, you can be a little bit more clear. So um, clear, yes, so it is going to be an advantage. And talking about education, technology talking about education with the technology, we can use computers, video, headphones, yes, to improve the language skills of the students. And that is a really big advantage that we have nowadays if we want to be a teacher in our future. So with the technology, in the classroom, using the technology in the classroom, also we can catch the attraction of the students. So it is going to work in favor. Um, if we are going to be teacher, we have to keep in mind that nowadays on the society, the technology is a really common strategy to get the attraction of the students. So it would be a good strategy to use, for example, headphones to catch the attraction of the students, talking about listening, use videos, um, talking about vocabulary. So technology always is going to be in our environment. If we are teacher, we have to use this to get the attraction of students, no matter if they are children, teenagers, or adults. Talking about communication, uh, nowadays we have smartphones and computers, yes, but we have to keep in mind that in the past we didn't have smartphones. Yes, so we just have phones or big phones, and now we have smartphones that we can use. So on the society, the smartphone right now is really common. So it's a little bit strange a person that right now don't have a smartphone. In fact, children's have smartphones too. So and computers sometimes. So for example, in a company, we have to have a computer to share the information, and it is going to work better. Um, Nowadays, a house without a computer or without a smartphone, it is going to be like an strange or a really old house, a really old home. Why? Because nowadays it's really common to find a smartphone or computer in houses or in companies. And we have to keep in mind that in the past we didn't have social medias as WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Yes, and all these social medias right now that we have, most of the time we use at least one during the day. And that is a really advantage that we have, and also disadvantage at the same time, because sometimes people um, get they just maybe want to use the social media all the day, and it isn't going to be good. But if you use social media in a good way to communicate, to share important information, it is going to work in a good way. Yeah. And talking about a little bit more formal for university, for job, the Gmail, this app, Gmail, is a really common app that people is using right now to share information in a fast time too, and formal way. So right now, it's really common to 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 watch at least one message from Gmail, yes, of Gmail during the day. So it is so common right now, and on the society is really common, this app. Um, Finally, I have this presentation that is medical advantages thanks to technology. Thanks to technology of the society, we have robotic surgeries. Right now, doctors can set up robots to perform surgeries. So it is a really good advantage that we have thanks to technology. So the technology and the society is not just in for example, a job and education. Also is in hospital with doctors. Yes, they imagine they set up a robot, and the robot can perform the surgery. Yeah, so the robot is going to perform the surgery in a really good way. Yes, maybe they don't going to have mistakes. Yes, and well, doctors, they are humans. Yes, so they can make mistakes, but the robot is going to be set up. And number two, we have contact lenses. In the past, many people, when they had an illness that is called myopia, they had to wear glasses. And right now, we have, thanks to technology, the contact lenses. So if we have myopia, we can use contact lenses, and it is going to be a little bit better. Number three, we have diagnosis with artificial intelligence. So today, a doctor can diagnostify an exam using the artificial intelligence. So in a fast time, they can realize, they can get the information. And also the artificial intelligence is going to give to the doctor the feedback. Yes, so it is going to share with the doctor the possible solution of the illness that the person has. So it's a really good advantage that we have right now with the medical advances, yes, thanks to the technology. So we have to keep in mind that if we use the things in a bad way, the things are going to work bad. But if we take the advantage of technology, we are going to have better results, and it is going to work in a good way. Yeah. So I invite you to use the technology in a good way, use the social media in a good way, and don't forget that all in the sex is going to be bad. Okay. Thank you for your attention.
Really good. Thank you very much, Lina. Now let's move on to the Q&A section. Guys, the same process. Please put your hand up and go ahead. You can turn on your microphone and participate with. Remember, only 2 students, 1 question per student. Thank you, lady.
Well, I forget your name.
Lina.
Lina. Lina. Do you think that technology currently strengthens or separates a close relationship, like with the family and friends? What is the reality about that right now?
Okay, well, the reality about technology, um, well, the thing is that if we use technology, for example, to communicate with people that we have in another country, it is going to work in a good way, and we are going to be so uh, close with our family, our relative that is in the country. But talking about relative that we have maybe in the same home, sometimes technology can work in a bad way. Why? Because sometimes people just get focused in to use social media all the day, and sometimes people forget that they have relative in the home, yes, and they prefer to spend time just in social media. So we have to keep in mind that if we use technology all day, it is going to work bad. But if we use technology maybe to communicate with social media that with relative that we have in another countries, it's going to work good.
Pretty good, thank you. Now let's continue with other question from other peer. All right, let me pick one. Angie, please go ahead.
I don't have a questions because the topic for me is so clear. So I don't know how to question you, how to ask you, sorry.
Okay, no, no worries, no worries. Lady, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Well, I just come to my mind this question. Uh, do you know about the more uh, innovate artifacts for medical technology, or do you know one of some about them?
Well, the most interesting for me right now is the robot, because I didn't know that with a robot we can set up, well, doctors can set up um, uh, a surgery, yes. So um, the robot can perform the surgery, and people right now are, well, most of the people right now is happy when they know that a robot is going to do the surgery. Yes, so I didn't know that, and I think uh, it's a really good thing, because with the robot, uh, it is not possible to have mistakes.
Thank you very much, Lina and Lady, for the questions. All right. However, it should be clarified that some people are a little bit leery of or scared of being treated or operated by robots. Some people say that technology is not 100% perfect. So, can you imagine like being in a surgery and that
Yeah,
something breaks down?
in my personal opinion, in my case, I prefer a daughter, but some people prefer a robot.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Listen, now let's move on to the feedback section. In general, I really like the presentation. Let me show you my comments. Okay, as for the performance, you spoke also very naturally and did not rely on reading at any moment. This made the presentation very natural, confident, and well prepared. You kept my attention, so that the performance was excellent. As for the pronunciation, it was also strong and appropriate, helping maintain the audience's attention. The pronunciation was very clear and understandable. Now, as for the fluency, great fluency during the whole speech. Your speech flows very naturally, and you maintain consistency in the rhythm. Also, you deliver and express the ideas with confidence. For the grammar, here we have a few aspects for improvement. In general, that was very good and strong, only these little details. Instead of saying to keep the attraction of the students, we can say this is good, but in a more natural way. It's more common to say to keep the students engaged, interested, motivated, or to keep the students' attention. Then, in this on for this part on the society is very common this up. We need to be in Spanish. It's okay when we talk like that, but in English we need to follow like the structure. No, it's more like stricter. So the natural and correct form will be the up. This up is very common in our society, but use it on. I know it's a little confusing, like to determine when can I use on, when can I use in. So in this case, in, we use it to talk about the existence of something within, in this case, a community. So you say in our, because you're referring to the app. But for example, on, we use on when we talk about the effects or impact about something. So that is the difference. In this, for this specific case, you had to use in, and as for the other cases, it's okay to use on the society. This was the only detail that we need to be careful with, and as for the rest, everything was pretty good. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, stopping this recording. Just 1 second. Okay.